been an interesting season, hasn't it? We've had our highs, our lows, a lot of highs to be fair, a lot of highs. We've played really well. We've built this squad from a team that you know, just scraped automatic promotion to a team that's looking the part in the Premier League and, as it stands, challenging for the title. So yeah, without any further ado, I want to take you through how the end of the season has played out, and without spoiling anything, it's been positive. I will say that much. It's definitely been very positive. But right now, I'm going to take you through the key moments of the end of the season. And first off, we're going to start off with a game against Spurs, and it's Serge Aurier's debut after we signed him just after that live stream. This was his debut against Spurs. Enjoy. Right then, here we are at the increased capacity Loftus Road. Aurier about to make his debut. Oh! How is that not good? Well played. Bonatini now. He's found Poulsen. Could be a goal. Oh, Lopez with a very, very good save there. Quintero, great feat. Bonatini. Bonatini can get in behind. Shoots! And scores! There we go. 1-0 to QPR. If it wasn't for that spell out injured, he would definitely be in contention for this golden boot as well. He'd be up there challenging with Poulsen, because this guy is just ridiculously clinical. Oh, we've had a nasty challenge through the back from Wanyama. Good result there. We needed that. Tottenham are a tough side. And we've come out with all 3 points here at Loftus Road. So that didn't go too badly at all. A tight result in the end, 1-0. But we need a very strong, solid defensive performance to hold on to that lead. And with the additions of Xhaka and Serge Aurier, we look a much more solid, strong defensive unit. So thank you guys for suggesting that signing. And now we're going to head into the game against Leicester, a team that we're trying to emulate. You know, in our first season coming up, can we push for the title? Can we do it a season earlier than Leicester did? Let's have a look. positives and negatives there. Managed to get the result, but we've got an injury to Bonatini and also an injury to Poulsen. And the timing could not be worse. Right before the most important game of the season, the title decider, really, against, of course, Chelsea. Right then, QPR versus Chelsea. Again, I think for like the third or fourth time this season. But we've made some changes to the squad since the last time we played them. Xhaka's come in, Aurier's come in, and they have made a difference to the way we play. They've improved the squad, so we can do this. Come on. Diego Costa, oh no, he's turned one, and a good bit of defending, but they're back in play. Kante, oh my God, Diego Costa is through, and what a save from Fideo. Right, 0-0 at half time, and it is back to the wall stuff. I don't think we even had a shot, and I really don't see how we're going to create anything in this game. Oh, Brazil plays a great ball out to Guerrero. He puts a ball in, and Courtois is first to meet it, but that's the first sniff we've had all game. It's taken over 50 minutes, but it's something. And now Kaleo is through. He's trying to turn back behind David Luiz, but he's crowded out. Suggests he should probably stay neutral right now. Brazil though, Kondogbia plays through. Oh, if Gordillo had got through one-on-one. Oh, the pain. And 0-0 in the end. Another solid defensive performance, but with that we pretty much guaranteed that we would not be winning the league. Chelsea had just mathematically got too far ahead. We managed to put it quite close towards the end, but Chelsea had done too much, they'd been too consistent, and we just weren't going to catch them up. And from then on, we continued to grind out results. And it came to the last game of the season where we could finish second place in the league. We just managed to leapfrog Manchester United. I think we were just 2 points ahead of them, and we needed to make sure that we got at least a point. Our goal difference was incredible, but we needed just a point to make sure that we finished in second place in the Premier League at our first time of asking. Can we do it? Let's have a look up against our London rivals, Crystal Palace. Do this. Here we go. Final match of the season. And the Loftus Road faithful showing their love and support for the team. Quintero, who's been absolutely phenomenal this season, really stepped up to the plate. Has dealt well with the step up in quality and continued to perform, possibly even outperforming himself from the previous year. He could definitely be proud of himself, and we'll be probably fending off some offers for him in the summer. I would not be surprised if some big clubs came in for Quintero. Right then, let's go. For the final time in this Premier League season, this turbulent Premier League season, littered with injuries, some great results, some not so great results, and of course Bonatini has been one of the real success stories of this season. Him and Poulsen have been absolutely phenomenal, but Bonatini's development has been absolutely incredible this season. He nearly scores there. Lobato finds Quintero. He finds space, puts it into the top corner. We spoke about Quintero at the start of this game, and what a footballer he is. Let's just have another look at that. Composure. He knows the gap he wants to get into. Just finds that little yard of space. And on that lethal left foot of his, sticks it top corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. Uh-oh, Benteke. Benteke scores. That's poor from the defence, really. We've let them back in. That's really, really poor from the defence there. And nothing Fideo could do. Quintero. Through to Lobato, who chips the goalkeeper. That is rude. That is rude and disrespectful and well out of order. And we absolutely love that. That's why we brought him back. That is why we brought him back. The wonder kid, Lobato. Come on. He knew he had time. He knew he had space. And he knew he had the ability to do that. But there we go. We finish 2-1. End the season with a victory. And what a great return to Premier League football that has been. We weren't too far off winning the title in our first season back in the top flight. And there's the lap of honour from the for the fans. And there's Xhaka greeting his new supporters. And what a signing he's been. So, all in all, a very, very positive season. Cannot complain with how that's gone. We were aiming for mid-table at the start of the season. We managed to end up finishing second. And all in all, not too far off the league leaders. And it's definitely a title that we can push for next year. Maybe 1 or 2 additions needed, but this squad is a very good unit. And yeah, we can definitely push our next season. It's a season we can be proud of. But let's have a rundown of the season as a whole, see what we achieved, see who our best players were, all that good stuff. Let's go. And there we go, on the final day of the season, Chelsea have won 2-0 to truly cement their place at the top of the table. We got ourselves a 2-1 victory that we can be proud of. And in third place, Man United did win 3-0. So we definitely still needed to get the draw just to make sure. But as this should confirm, we are second in the table as things finish. And a result that we can be very, very proud of in terms of the league, finishing second. Only 5 points off the eventual champions. 2 points ahead of Man United. Arsenal dropping out of the top 4. They will play Europa League football next season. And as for the teams that came up with us, Newcastle escaped the relegation. And the champions last season of the championship finished rock bottom. And they'll be going straight back down. And that's what happens when you don't improve your squad. Both us and Newcastle made some additions. We made the most additions, and it clearly shows. We adapted to the league. Newcastle did enough to stay up. Aston Villa did nothing, and they're going straight back down. And here we have the goal ranking for the season, and all 3 of our strikers ended up in joint third, which is phenomenal when you think about it. The fact that we've got 3 strikers on 19 goals for the league season. And, you know, had Bonatini not been injured, he would have quite easily ended up as the top scorer for the 2nd season in a row. Poulsen could have quite easily done that too, but his injuries left him out for the rest of the season. And at a crucial point as well, which is a shame for him, because he was really taking his opportunities and playing incredibly well for the side. Iheanacho, after a difficult start to things, we said, you know, give him his time. It happened with Bonatini. He struggled initially and ended up scoring a load of goals. The same thing's happened with Iheanacho. As our 3rd choice striker, to still end up with 19 goals is a phenomenal achievement, and I'm very happy with my striking options going into next season. And when it comes to assists, Poulsen again, right there at the top, leading things. 16 assists from a centre forward is brilliant. And again, injuries have limited that number. I think he could have gone on and broken the record set by Henry had he been playing in more games. But, you know, such is life. We take it. And he can still be proud of that. I think he has to be the player of the season, Poulsen. You know, joint third on goals, only 3 behind the eventual leaders. And, you know, clear top in terms of assists. It's hard to argue against him being the player of the season. And the team of the tournament, of course, Poulsen's got to be in there, leading the line alongside Ibrahimovic. And Chelsea dominating that midfield there. Hazard, Vidal, Willian and Matic. And then Manchester United also with 4 players in the team of the tournament, dominating that defence with Vertonghen and Otamendi joining them. And it's now that time of the year where I get to select my favourite player of the season. And there are a lot of candidates, a lot. And it's going to be hard for me to choose. Iheanacho has had a good season, but I don't think I'll be choosing him. Obviously, I don't think I can choose players that I've already chosen previously. Poulsen is a strong contender. When Bonatini went out injured and it looked like we'd be struggling for goals with Iheanacho not exactly firing at the time, Poulsen stepped up incredibly and has kicked on and had a great season. So he's definitely in contention, we'll say that. Lobato came back, obviously a personal favourite of mine, but I don't think he's had the impact that certain other players have had, so it won't be him. Quintero has obviously developed very well this season. He's a very strong contender. He's played it really well. Obviously not in quite in the headlines as much as the 3 strikers are, but definitely an important player for the squad all season. Xhaka, even though he's only been with us for half a season, is a very strong contender. He's come in, he's completely transformed the squad. So again, he's on that shortlist. And finally on that shortlist is Fideo, who has been phenomenal between the sticks. And of course doesn't get all of the plaudits that the attacking players get, but his development this season has been absolutely incredible. And I mean, all you've got to do is look at that. Just over the last year alone, his development has been absolutely phenomenal. And it's hard to argue against him being probably the success story of the season. And one of the key reasons why we managed not only to stay up and perform well, but end up in the top 2. And there is the player we chose as this season's Manager's Player of the Year, Fideo. What an excellent season Fideo had. A load of clean sheets, some incredible saves to keep us in games, and a real unsung hero. His development has been absolutely incredible, and over the course of the season has cemented himself as one of the league's best shot stoppers, and he's got a real bright future ahead of him as a young goalkeeper. Interesting. So we've got our new budget for next season, and we've only been given +2 on the transfer budget. We've been given +12 million on salary, which is lovely, but I'm not really too happy with that, to be honest. Because I'd rather have, maybe 8 million in the salary budget and have 40 million to spend on transfers. I really feel like we should have been given a much bigger boost in terms of transfer budget. We're playing in the Champions League. We're looking to push for the title next season, and we've been given 25 million with which to do that. I'm not sure that that's really good enough. that only gives us the opportunity to get one of our transfer targets, if we're being honest. That's really disappointing from the board. And with the offers from Chelsea and Man City on the table, I really thought that they would have rewarded my loyalty with a bit more to spend. It's a shame. It's a real shame. So yeah, here are the offers that we've received from various clubs. Manchester City have offered us a contract. Chelsea, Manchester United, Gymnasia have also offered us a contract. I wouldn't be looking to move to them, in all honesty. But out of those teams there, obviously I'm going to stay with QPR for now. What I want to do with them isn't quite finished. I need to win a trophy with them at the very least, before I even consider moving elsewhere. But I am very, very disappointed with the money we've been given, with which to compete in the Champions League alongside these clubs. We could have quite easily decided to go and move elsewhere. Could have moved to Chelsea, who have just won the league. Could have moved to Man City, who have got, you know, a ridiculous budget. But we've stayed loyal, and I don't know. Hopefully that budget gets adjusted somewhat, but we'll see. We'll have to see. We've had another adjustment to the budget, and we've been given another 1 million on the transfer budget, which really doesn't count for anything. Another 5 million on the salary budget. And again, it's like, you know, how am I going to spend all of that salary with only 26 million in transfers? It's I'd love the ability to kind of shift the budgets kind of in the way you can on Football Manager, because I would distribute that much differently if I could. But it's still some spending money. We'll take it. We made a 37% profit increase compared to last season. So we should be getting a hell of a lot more of a transfer budget than that. And there are the end of season results. We finished second in the Premier League with 27 wins, 6 draws and 8 losses. We moved up in the overall club ranking. We are considered the 90th best team in the world. That should go up even further if we perform well in the Champions League and manage to get ourselves a trophy next season. So that'll be the aim. I'm going to be taking the FA Cup super seriously, as well as the league, of course. And, you know, take every game as it comes and really, really try and kick on and cement ourselves as one of the best teams in the world. And that's how promotion and relegation went. Bournemouth returned to the Premier League, Watford and Reading joining them, and Sunderland, Hull and Aston Villa all going down to the Championship. Right then, so we had an offer coming for Tisserand for 8.5 million. We've accepted that, so that should bolster our transfer budget just a bit to 35 million, which isn't too bad. Right then, that's it for the season. Thank you all for tuning in. You've been an incredible, incredible audience. And we'll be back with the third season very, very soon. But in the meantime, we've got the World Cup to try and get through with Germany. And it's a Germany side that's kind of short on goals at the moment. I'm struggling with them. I'm struggling to find the right formula. And hopefully we can get the job done in the group stages, because we've got a pretty tough group. We've got Russia, Morocco and Brazil. Russia and Brazil are the teams I'm looking at that would possibly cause me problems. Morocco, we should beat comfortably. I'm saying should, there's no guarantees. But I'll be bringing you each of those games in detail as well, just as a kind of a little kind of off-season special. And then we'll be straight back into the club football as soon as possible. So look out for that. And thank you again for watching. And as always, take care. Peace.